Skepta, Wale, Audio, NSG,
Yeah,
you know, probably Stormzy, Dave.
of course, of course. There's no way you have Skepta and you have like Stormzy, J Horse. Oh, bro, J Horse, Juju
Yeah.
J. He called Juju. Choco. I love J Horse. When he had that song that we used to sing back in school. What's it called? The one with
Did
like
you see? Did you see?
did you see his mainstream? I'm talking about deep cuts on that album. Like
Spirit. Even when we never had a penny,
that's the song. That's the
yeah,
song
we
me and you
always
we
had
were we were,
spirit.
we were li- Bro, I'm telling you, when I got my first job, right? When I earned my first salary, that was the song I was
Mm.
playing in my head. Like, even when we never had a penny, we always had the
We always had
spirit.
spirit. I've
Bro,
put more people to J-Hus than any other artist. Like, oh my God, how are you doing now? Feels like it's been a minute. I haven't touched base. I mean, I know it's just probably been like a few days, but this week has been a lot, so I haven't touched base. What's good? Talk to me.
you know me, I'm always of good spirit. but
Hey.
but lately I've just been missing that home vibe. Sort of like I'm homesick in a way, you know?
Oh shit.
Um,
I know.
you know that time when we were like in lag and one weekend you can just wake up and just journey home to your family just to spend the weekend with them? Or is it the fact that there is always
I
something
know.
to celebrate within like a month or two?
Yeah, yeah. I know the funny thing, the thing is, no one is actually home because if you go home now, it's just you. You just have to go home strategically. Like you have to go home when boys they go out. Like you have to be
Do you
home with
understand?
everyone.
Do you understand?
It's
Do you
crazy.
remember those times where like after work, impromptu, we would just like call each other up and meet at a place, at a location and just have
Yeah.
fun? I
Friday
missed
nights
I
were always like times you look forward to because you know that
Mhm.
there always be a reason to sit, have a pint or two with the guys and just catch up straight like or have fish. Man, so sorry, man. I know. It's tough, man.
It is. It is.
Now
It's
that you're even speaking about home, I'm just remembering some culture shocks that happened when I first like left Nigeria. I think one was the fact that I had to pay rent monthly. I'm like, what?
that one will that one will forever drive me nuts. I'm being honest with you.
What do you mean? When I was in Lagos, if I pay my landlord in December or January, I know I'm not thinking about rent until the following year.
I promise you, that is one culture shock I will never like get used to. It's it's just immediately you earn your money, you're already thinking of parting away with some of it for rent. It doesn't get any easy.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it was crazy. I think the one that has happened to me like up till date is when I see a police car, my heart skips a bit for, for no reason. I'm just like, God, have I done something wrong? And the guy or the lady, whoever is driving, is probably just going about her regular patrol. But I'm panicking.
You need to
Like I'm like,
realize that
I've
where
been
you are
scarred,
now,
man.
the police is your friend. Come on.
Actually,
I think we both left home during the height of like SARS, right? That was when we left
yeah,
home.
yeah.
One of the reasons that like hastened my departure from home was the fact that there was a lot of insecurity at that time. It just became like really rampant at that time. Like I'm not even
Mm,
talking about the whole kidnapping thing and whatnot. It was just
yeah.
like things like you walking on the road and one guy from nowhere, they call them admirals, we just be like,
Yeah.
guy, what do you get for us and all those things,
Anything for the boys.
anything for the boys. And it's not the fact that they are just acting like, oh, please give us something. It was more like, if you don't give us something, do you
Yeah.
understand? Like, if you don't give us something, we go dagger 'em. So
My own experience with the SARS guys was when we're traveling down to Benin. Say my love for Benin. We're going for my guy's sister's wedding, and they pulled us over, like in the middle of nowhere. And the guy, we're four in the car. The guy was just like, my friend was trying to like relate with the guy, like real normal guy to guy man. Now say, Chama, what's up? Why they stop? Anything? We have our say. Guy was like, guy, no follow me talk. Don't talk to me. Where you did now? I will mess you up, and
imagine,
nobody will know.
imagine getting
I
that
was
from
like,
people
but
that
then
are
he gave him
supposed
a
to
slap. I
protect
said,
you.
Omo, Uko, calm down first.
These are the guys that are supposed to protect you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's just, it's just crazy. I think I had a similar experience. Going to work one of those days from First Stack. Shout out to First Stack boys.
Hey,
Shout out to First
2015,
Stack
that was my
boys.
logo. Full time
Second
first
Rainbow
tag
boys.
boy.
Because do you remember that day you drove my dad's car? He
Oh,
was
good
in
times. Good.
he was in
First
First
stack
Stack
was
now.
first stack was a vibe, man. First stack was a vibe. Let
Oh,
me not even start discussing my first stack escapade, man.
First Stack is just different. It's just a different Lagos. As I
True,
was saying,
true.
this day I was going to work and I had to take the bike and they told me, guy, get off the bike. Like show me your
Hey,
phone. And I'm being honest. They said, show me your phone. And the people around were like, why would he show you his phone? Like, what's wrong? You don't have any permission to check his phone and stuff like that. But bro, I had to unlock my phone for them.
mind you
It,
guys, if you're listening, all this conversation was not in English. Oh. It was in hardcore pidgin or Yoruba. Because those guys,
Ga-
you have to be ready.
you have to be ready. You
Now
have to be
proper
ready.
ẹ̀gbọ́n àlàyé.
And these are the people that are supposed to protect you. Do you understand? Do
Yeah.
you know one thing I just
So you get why I said my heart still beats when I see a police car or a policeman around.
bro, not trauma. Now all those trauma we know if you come out.
What life?
Uh, I just remembered something now. We used bikes a lot.
Yeah. Bro.
we
Nah. I was speaking with my friend just yesterday. I was telling him that one of the days I took bike straight from Ikorodu to K2. Bro, the traffic was mad.
bikes will save you, man. Anytime, any day. Bro, you can be going to the airport, right? You're about 15 minutes to your flight.
Oh,
Nothing like taxi, just straight bike.
it's happened to two of our guys. They were
Really?
about to miss their flights because of the jump bike.
And then at one point, when I got to where I am now, and it was one of the culture shock for me because I was running a bit late. I looked around, I was like, where
No
my
bike.
bike dey? Where bike man dey?
Bike will run you, take you there in no
Oh,
time.
bro, I've been walking. If you think, oh, this is why this guy is fit, it's not because I'm doing anything special, or not gym, nothing. It's just walking, man. You have to walk distance. When you use the train, when you use the bus, the next day you need to walk distance. I said, man, it
No,
was just one
like
of those
yeah,
things.
if we keep going culture shocks, there's one that there's one this one is food related. I don't know about over there, right? But what do you mean 12 p.m. is lunchtime? Eh? I've not even eaten breakfast and you're telling me 12 p.m. is lunchtime.
Okay, but it's different. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, where I am, they eat a lot. It's a culture that is like
They eat a lot.
they they eat it. It's see they have like this whole breakfast thing where the breakfast is like for kings. You know, for you guys
Mm,
it's like beans and tea and maybe like
mm, yeah.
yeah, they have like big breakfast. I'm talking big, like
Go hard or go home.
go out. You have like tomatoes, olives, cucumber. You have the toast. You have the eggs, and they spread it all out on the table in the morning, and
King's
everybody
meal.
just the king's meal every day, and it's like that every day. They have cheese. They have like that, and when it's when it's like 12, you have like snacks. They have like crazy snacks, bro. They have like crazy desserts. You know, they have like all these Turkish delights. You know, they have like
Yeah.
crazy stuff, man. And then when it's lunch, also they have like um several foods, man. I can't even stand naming them. It's a culture that does a lot on food, bro. Like you can't
Yeah, once
walk 2 blocks without like seeing a place where they like sell food.
shit.
It's
They don't
crazy.
joke with food for
At
them.
all, bro. At all, bro.
Because I mean, once it starts getting to like 11:30, everyone is all about, are you ready for lunch? Are you going for lunch? Are you gonna do the I'm like, waiting they happen here. What's going on, guys? My stomach never said to.
Bro, do you
But
remember
over
that
time,
time we
man,
used to
I
go to
got
like
used
this
to it.
Calabar kitchen back in Lag, man?
Yeah, yeah. Me, that's like the first thing once I land like any part. Even when I had reason to be frequenting Ikorodu, I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Where's the Calabar kitchen? Let's check where Calabar kitchen is."
You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm going to give it to Calabar people. Their soups, bro, it's
Thank
special.
you,
I can't.
thank you, thank
You
you,
can't take
thank you.
that
I'll
away
take the
from them.
honors.
Let me just say
I'll
this.
take it.
You know, when you go to like a Yoruba kitchen, what they sell is the swallow. They say, do you want amala? Do you want like
Mm,
whatever? And you pay for the swallow. The soup is the extra. But when you go
yeah,
to like the Calabar kitchen, you're paying for the soup and
the
the swallow is the extra because
no,
their
not so
soups
we
are
did.
just
Not so we
amazing.
did do our thing.
They know. Come on, come on. I give it to you guys, man. You remember that time we traveled to like was it Calabar, right? We went to Calabar together. The food
Yeah.
I was it not your we we went together, right?
Oh, my sister's wedding.
Yes,
Shit. Oh,
yes, yes.
wow. I forgot to, yeah, that was
All
my
the
sister's
meals I
wedding.
had,
Yeah. Yeah.
all the
No,
meals I
Makaba, we
had,
know they disappoint.
they were
We
crazy,
never
bro.
disappoint.
All the meals. Insane. But what do you think about like people who like grew up in places like these and they want to like make like African music, but they didn't like grow up in Africa. It was just like Africa was them like a place we visit. They didn't like live, they didn't like experience the culture for real. But you know, at the end of the day, they still have to like when they want to like make music, they still have to like make music that like relates with their culture, that relates with their ancestry. Yes. So
Yeah, I think I can imagine how tough it must have been for them. Just like how we are talking about culture shocks. Like
mhm,
the people around them would have been like, "Bro, what are you singing? I don't know this thing.
yeah.
I don't know what you're singing." Like me, I'll listen to Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie. You get that kind of thing. So I'm not sure what you mean.
Mhm,
You're playing drums. You're doing
mhm.
some kind of things. You're speaking in a language that I don't understand. So it must have been tough for them. I mean, but a lot of them still pull through, to be honest, because it's not easy, guy. Making something that first you didn't grow up with, because maybe your parents or your grandparents migrated and all of that.
Mhm.
But yeah, you are still trying to connect back to your culture. So respect
Yeah.
to those guys, man.
It must have been really tough because I know during the early stages of an artist's career, they play like little shows. They go to like festivals. They are opening acts for other people. They do like school tours, school performances. They go for like all these competitions and stuff like that to like get their name, improve on their art and all those things. But imagine growing
Yeah.
up like away from home and the talent you have is more like oh you're making like African music, the Nigerian music, the Afrobeat, but you don't have places to like express yourself. Because
Yeah.
if you were growing up in like America, for example, they were doing
Hmm.
rap, they were doing trap, they were doing like R&B, they were doing like all of that. And I'm not sure they were like dedicated spaces for like the Afrobeat and African music per se. So how do you
Yeah, not
improve
really.
yourself? How do you get your name out there? How do you, like, who do you have collaborations with? How do you improve your crafts? How do you even find like producers to produce for you?
Because you
Unlike,
know when you're trying to explain or trying to that's I'm thinking like in the early days, because now obviously
yeah,
everyone wants to jump on an Afrobeat trend.
mm-hmm,
You know, all these
mm-hmm.
guys that they're even they have a whole Afrobeat album and they are not African. But I'm just thinking like how it would have been like you try to explain what you're trying to do to a producer and he
Mm-hmm.
or she could just be looking at you like, I'm not sure. What was he saying, mate?
That's why someone like Mologo, Mologo, he was based in the UK for quite a while, and he has been
Mm,
making music there for some time. But at the end of the day, he still had to come back home. At
hmm.
the end, he
Home is
still had
better.
to he still had to come back home. It can't just be the same. You get to work with more people. When he came back home, we saw him moving around with like Adekunle Gold a lot. They had like
Yeah.
collaborations, and
Hmm.
he was able to like get producers to who understand like his view. Do you get like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you're trying to make this sound, you need to be immersed in the culture. So
Hmm. True.
he had to come back and be around other people, and it's even improved his music a lot. I believe some of the songs he made after I came back to like Lagos and based in Lagos for a while, they were some of his best songs. So coming home kind of
Yeah.
like it's important.
He did. He also like rode with Show Them Camp.
Yeah.
I remember one of the Show Them Camp shows I went for. He has a few songs with them. He came up, he performed. I don't know if he has ever had like his own personal show, to be honest. But you know, I've seen him, like you said, around AG Baby, Show Them
Mhm.
Camp. My favorite song from him is the one he has with Oxlade on that his Oxygen EP.
Yeah.
Mologo is a solid guy. I think I,
I
I
love it.
think he
I love his
still
voice.
shuffles between UK and Nigeria or Lagos.
Yeah, for like 2022 to like 2024, he was in Lagos a lot. He stayed in Lagos a lot, trying to like immerse himself in that culture and get these old Afrobeat thing properly and be able to make like music people would be able to connect to, actually.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I
You know
think
one
that
thing,
worked out for him.
I like about the Yorubas, regardless of whatever part of the world they are, they somehow still make their kids, their offspring, understand the language, understand the culture. So you can imagine like
Mm,
Mologo, he still sings in
yeah,
Yoruba.
yes.
He still flows like he's a proper Lagos Niger boy, that kind of thing. But I mean, he's done a chunk of his.
Do you know how
Uh,
many of my uncles see me and be like, when you see me, don't speak English. Oh. If you're like, good morning, sir, they'll be like, who are you saying good morning to? They'll be like,
yeah, he must say Karo,
mm-hmm. Tó bá ti rí
and he
mi kó
must
máa sọ
dobale.
Yorùbá ni.
Yeah,
Bro, that's one thing, bro. I have, I have some friends here, and I'm trying to explain to them what our culture is and how we greet elders in our place.
yeah,
And when I explain to them that you have to like literally lay on the floor, you have to prostrate
yeah.
as a man to greet your elders. You're like, what?
It's also something that. Sorry, could go back again.
Mhm.
When back in uni, like when Olufiagba or the professors or any of the lecturers, you have to say sir. Then you're telling me that my lecturer's name is Sam, and I should call him by Sam. Eh?
I'm still trying to get used to it. I see kids here, they'll be like, Ayo. I'll be like, who are you talking to? Right? You're being disrespectful. Come on, get off it. What do you mean? This old man, you're calling me Ayo.
Ayo.
You see me with gray hair, you're calling me Ayo. What's wrong? Come on, lay on the floor.
So yeah, I mean, is a really good thing with the whole, still connecting back. NSG, like
Mm-hmm.
the guys that they are both Ghanaians and Nigerians. Like
Mm.
those guys, I think when I listen to them, I never get tired because it's like every song or every album, they always have one new lingua to give, that kind of thing. They always have something to say area boys, that kind of thing. So when I went to Afro Nation in Ghana in 2019, that was when I knew NSG. I heard them speak. I heard they kept playing one song. I'll make money online, money online. As a Nigerian, when you say you're making money online, only one thing comes to my head.
Only
I'm like,
one thing.
yeah. So I'm like,
And
what's going on
that's part of the culture shock we're talking about. I mean, um, there are dedicated spaces here for like people who work from home and stuff, and they just want to get out of
Yeah,
the house for a bit, and they just go to these cafes and sit down and just work from there. And when I came initially, then I would see like people just spend the whole day in like this cafes just with their computers, and back then I was still a student, so I had time to like stay in those places. I'll be like, doesn't this guy like work or something? Doesn't he have to go to work and whatnot? Then eventually I made friends and they were explaining to me that they are working, they are earning money this way. I was like, these people they press from this side. Bro, you can make money online without it being illegal. Oh. Open your mind.
I know, right? So yeah, that was how. So obviously, because they were playing more of NSG, like that particular song. That's in 2019. I know NSG they've been on before then, but the song had something to it. Was cool. It was good. I think it was with Tion Wayne. So after Afro Nation, and I say, Omo, these guys, there must be something. And obviously, I met a lot of UK people
Uh-huh.
that came all the way from UK, but they were coming for Burna Boy. But I'm like, bro, Burna Boy is in my backyard now. Why am I? I didn't come here for Burna Boy. So that was how I knew NSG, and it's been good since then. Seeing their Lupita Nyong'o song, Kate Winslet, they
I
have
think
like they
I
have like really
discovered them
decent stuff.
late. I
Mm.
didn't discover
Came late to
NSG
the party.
until Sheyi Vibes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
2 albums ago.
yeah. I didn't discover them until Sheyi Vibes, until that song with Sheyi Vibes. I saw them
Oh,
tweeting on Twitter and they were like, "Oh, Sheyi Vibes just jumped on a song with us." I was like, "Oh, nah." Sheyi Vibes it was blowing up then, so everybody
yeah.
wanted to get a feature from him. And when they got a
Mhm.
feature from him, people would talk about something Sheyi Vibes is on, and I was like, "Oh, let me check out these NSG guys," and that was how I discovered them. And then I listened to that album that has like them, um the album art is like them being the Beatles. This they
Yeah.
were trying to cross the road like the Beatles sort of thing on the album art. And that was the first album from them. I was like listening to the entire thing and bro, I love that album. Like you said, you don't get tired of them because it's like 6 people. So when one is like done with his own verse, another one comes
Another
in,
one to
it's a
give you.
different voice, it's a different flow, it's a different,
Mm.
vibe to it. And you could sense like each person's personality from it. And
Yeah, true.
something funny about them, that energy, I'm sure to them, to all of them, it has different meanings because
I
so the last one I saw was this one. I can't even say the first one, what the N starts for. I wouldn't say it here. The N stands for something, then
yeah.
the S is sucking and the G is gang.
I mean, what came up to my head would be number one street gang.
It's worse than that. It's just they.
Oh,
Some people have called them no sense group. So many names. So
but
that
that's something what we should actually find out what energy stands for. Well, may I just say area boys?
yeah, that they call themselves that. I mean, the album I'm talking about, the one with them just crossing, it's basically what they call themselves. The entire album, Area Boys,
Area
and the
boys.
albums before that, Area Boys. It's their second name. You know,
Yeah.
um, I love what the energy people are doing as a group, and because they're like a group, I remember some, as in it came to us like it was a group also, but eventually we realized it was just him. It was Jidena and what's the name of this lady?
Jenny Monet.
Um, Jenny Monet. Yeah. When I saw them at first, I thought like, oh, is this like a group? Because they had like the same kind of fashion
Fashion
sense.
sense.
Yeah, they had like this casual corporate thing going on. They would wear like their
Yeah.
suits. Was it even casual, bro? Those guys were not
It
casual,
was it
guy.
was full on corporate, man. Full on corporate.
And then that was how we
Classic
discovered
man.
Jidena. Yeah, bro, that takes me back all the way back.
Jidena.
Um,
No, that was actually a season though, because I think back then, were we still in school?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, so and you know what the vibe was back now, corporate and all those
Mm-hmm.
things. You
Mm-hmm.
know, everyone would just be like, "Oh, classic, man. You can be me when you look this clean."
That was, I think it was Jidena that got me into wearing like this vest, or what some people would call a waistcoat. It was
Oh,
Jidena that
I
got
know.
me into.
Me, the
Yeah,
person I know for waistcoats is actually Gary Southgate.
is it Gary Southgate or is it the guy from Suits?
I respect that.
Yeah, you know he had all those outfits. Oh, he had all those outfits also and stuff. But Jidena really got me to wearing like vest and waistcoat and whatnot, and all those
you know,
pocket square.
music and fashion go hand in hand because you're a brand sort of. So then I was kind of selling the whole corporate lifestyle, Wall Street kind of guy, say,
Yeah,
with his music.
we've had
Yeah,
a
but I
Makip
think
Keep. Then after a Makip
my
Keep, we
money
went
grows
to
like grass.
what's it called, the corporate look from Jidena.
Yeah, yeah. My my favorite song from Jitena would be Bambi.
Oh, Bambi special.
Bambi, Bambi. Yeah, so, but it's I haven't heard anything, or maybe I just stopped listening to him because in the past maybe 2 3 years I haven't heard anything Jidena. Have you?
Not really. Haven't been paying attention to him. I know he dropped like a couple of albums after that, maybe one or two after that, but you know, I haven't paid any real attention to him again since like Bambi
Mm.
and Classic Man and the other. And you know,
I
it,
think
it,
around that
it,
time
it,
he also came home.
of course, there's there's no way you want to like get people to enjoy your stuff without really understanding the culture
Yeah,
itself. Jidena will always be a Nigerian at heart, and
yeah.
but at the end of the day, if you still want to like get these people to like experience you and enjoy you, you need to come home and get a feel of it.
True. Because
Whatever.
like most of
Uh-huh,
the guys are back home, so you have to come relate with them, like do collabs, interact
uh-huh.
with the people and all. Because the actual listeners are Nigerians, like not necessarily Nigerians are back home, but you need those guys as well.
Of
You need
course, of
everyone.
course.
You need every Nigerian across the globe. But when you start from
If
home,
if anybody's going to champion you, is those at home. Do you get? They
mm,
would take you to bro. Do you know the funny thing is that Nigerians can actually be real fans, like stans. The
oh
only
yeah,
thing we don't have is like maybe the money to push these guys. We can't go to shows and be paying £150 from Nigeria and whatnot. But
Mm,
they will listen to your songs. They will talk about you. They will rave about you. They will support you to the end. I mean, even Jidena, when he came home, he knew he had fans then.
yeah, yeah, true, true.
He felt the love. Even when Wale came home, I mean, when Wale
Ah,
dropped on Blood on the Dance Floor with
with the
Odumodu,
module.
bro, we were eating Wale's verse like, And it's not as if that was our first time
Yeah, in
discovering
Wale.
Wale.
Yeah.
We've always known Wale, but Wale doing Afrobeat just felt a different kind of special.
Mm.
It was just nice.
Because
Wale's
earlier
verse
in
on Blood on
his
the Dance Floor, they always tear my head to now.
he said on one of the lines, he said, Dobale when you see me when I pass on Ondo, Dobale. But the way he pronounced Ondo was different. Ondo, something like that. I'm like, the guy is still trying to relate back with home. But that was a good verse actually. But early
It
days
is.
of Wale was pure rap now. If you
Yes.
put the big three, Kendrick,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
back then now.
Uh-huh.
Kendrick, Drake, Cole, you'll probably say Wale,
Even before
around the
Cole,
corner.
it was Wale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wale has never been he has never been fought to Cole. No. Wale was before Cole then. When Kendrick dropped that control verse, he named like Drake, Big Sean, then he
My
named
bias
Wale.
will not agree with Dele. You know me, I like bias. I will not agree with Cole. Cole is my man.
But then
So,
when album about
but let's
nothing
allow it.
dropped,
Let me
when
allow
those
it for
earlier
this one.
albums dropped, Wale was on top. Come on.
Oh yeah.
uh,
Anytime I think
uh,
of Wale, what comes to my head is the album about nothing.
yeah, is that not like his magnum opus? I think
Yeah.
that's like the peak of his career.
Yeah, that
And
album
then
was good.
is it the album that has the song with Jeremy? Baby, you got a body like
Yeah.
a
Yeah. He also has
Benz.
a song with Cole, funny enough.
Yeah. No, Wale is just special. That's Nigerian boy for life.
Mm,
I just
mm.
and I just like the way he raps, his cadence and the way he flows, his rhymes, and it just works. It works well all through the album. You can always and it's an enjoyable listen. Wale, shout out to Wale, man.
There's this since we're even speaking of Wale's verses or like who he's collabed with, he also collabed
Uh-huh.
with another of the Diaspora guys, Rotimi,
Where's Rot? Oh, Kai. The only thing I remember about Rotimi now is the
in
fact
my
that he
bed
got married. He got
to
married
the
to uh
Tanzanian, East African,
I think she's
an East
Tanzanian,
African
yes.
lady.
He got married to
Yeah,
the Tanzanian and then he just went off radar. Come on.
Rotimi
Rotimi.
he did music to theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
Ah.
moved straight to power. So I don't know if he probably still makes music, but what a lot of people might know him for will be power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
Wagwan, my people. What's good? I hope you're enjoying the episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get back to enjoyment.
I didn't really watch Power. You people were raving about Power then. Like, one of
Really?
our mutual loves Power
Bro.
so much, and but I didn't really get into it. It wasn't my. Me, I was watching Game of Thrones. I was watching Game of
I
Thrones. I
watched
was
Game of
watching
Thrones,
Breaking
man.
Bad. I was watching Breaking Bad.
Walter
I was
White.
watching.
And you have White on today.
One of my favorite series of all time is actually Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. And
Ah, that's
yeah,
good.
oh come on. I love Breaking Bad. It's I think that's one of the best series ever made. It's it's just a different kind of
Uh,
special, man.
when we will dedicate an episode for movies. We'll dedicate an episode for
Okay,
movies.
we can just make it like music that have been
But my
featured.
own favorite, it's not a series though. My all-time favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption.
Guess what? I know it's a classic. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Ah, you should. No, you should. No, this one I'll give you for free. The same way
I
they
need
give you
to
music, I give you this
I
one for
need
free.
to watch it
Shawshank
though
Redemption.
because I know it's a
And
classic. I know
listeners,
it's a
check it
classic.
out.
I know it's a, you know, my brother was just telling me the other day that have I seen Fight Club? I was like, you know what? That's another classic I have not seen. So I'm missing out on like classic movies. I haven't seen Fight Club. You know, he texted me and he was like, the first truth about Fight Club is, I was like, what's that? It was like, you don't know the complete sentence. I said, no. He said the first rule
Your
about
brother is
Fight
way
Club
ahead
is you
of
never
you.
talk
It's
about
a
the Fight
classic,
Club.
man.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. But you know, my actual favorite movie of all time is about music because I'm always about the music. It's
Hmm.
Whiplash. Yeah, it's Whiplash. It's about a
Oh,
drummer.
really?
Yeah, it's about a drummer. That's my favorite movie of all time. You know,
Hmm.
the
I haven't seen
uh,
it, but okay. So you don't beat me to one now. But I know of it. I've heard of Whiplash, but I haven't
it's a
just seen it.
classic. You definitely should see
When you
it.
say drummer, the thing that comes to my head is drumline, Nick Cannon. Yeah.
Nick Cannon, are you sure that boy is not like Nigerian low key? I mean, everybody doing great is a Nigerian. If you're a black man out there doing great, you just check your roots
You know
one way
when
or
they
the
do those
other.
DNA tests that they say I'm 2% this, I'm 4%
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
must have a a pint of Nigerian blood in their body.
At least, at least. All great black men, they are from Nigeria, one way or the other. You know that time when like Skepta was like, I need to find my roots and all that. And
Yeah.
Skepta came home, went back to his village and all that, and he got his chieftaincy and all that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think Skepta is a big part of like diasporans coming home also. He played a big role in that. When Skepta came home, I had like all these collabs with like the locals, you know, from like Weez. He even did
Yeah.
with this crazy guy, this boy,
Odumodu.
this no, this crazy like what's it? This crazy Otta boy now that had his first breakout single with Olamide. This
Who's
Yoruba
that?
boy that had like um
Let me check.
wine
Let
bleached
me check.
hair like this. He had his breakout single with Olamide. I'm trying to remember his name. Come on.
I'm on Skepta's
Zazuze,
discography.
Portable.
Ah, see? Big Smoke Pelu Tobacco.
I, I'm
Ah,
telling you, I'm telling you,
2020 Montana.
Skepta played a huge role
Hey,
in
and that's what you'd
taking.
have said now, Zazu.
I I was trying to remember, bro. I mean,
Ah, that was a
who,
bop,
who
oh, proper one.
uh-huh.
I remember. Mbati, Ebin Pami. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, we drink Pami. No,
Skepta is
Skepta
an
was
OG
good,
for
man.
all he has done for Afrobeat.
Hey,
I'm not
solid,
going to stop.
solid guy, solid.
He was the one that linked
Odumodu calls him
Wiz
his
and
father.
like Drake then too. It was Skepta that like put that into works.
Did the whole linking, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's very
and then
possible.
he has done like great stuff for Odimodu too. So Skepta he has been there. He has done some nice things for like
No, there are a lot
Afrobeats.
of there are a lot of guys that still come home, like solid guys. You know, Manuel's.
Yeah.
That's another
That
another
one,
decent guy.
you know, Manuel was so fed up one time. He said he's not
Yeah,
making enough money from music. Like these distros, they are taking a bulk of their
and a
own
choppy eye.
money. Do you understand? Like he says, how are you as an artist putting out music on this platform, the DSPs, and they say if you have like 10 million listens in Nigeria, you're only getting like very minute amount. It was like, bro, I can't keep making music this
uh,
way. I'm not earning enough from this. So he said he's going to like create his own website and just be releasing the music through that platform for now, so that he can like give directly to the fans and earn that way. So he was pissed
so
off.
my view on that, because I think he's not the only artist that has threatened or has tried to do something like that, is Spotify, Apple, even Deezer, like they are the bigger platforms. Those are where like probably 50%, 60%, 70% of the world listen to music. So if you're going to create your own website, bro, you're on a long thing. Oh, nobody's going to discover you. And Manuel's, I bet a lot of people don't know Manuel's.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
so
yet.
you can't do that. If a big name, proper big name is doing that, you can say, okay, the fans will do. You know what J. Cole did before his
Yeah.
album?
Mm-hmm.
That he dropped an EP or a mixtape and people were paying $1 to listen to it, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. So because he has the fan base, well, Manuel's guy, you deliver good stuff, but
This same thing you said was one of the comments on the tweet he made, and the person was
oh
like, yeah, it's too early to like lock your songs behind like a paid wall. You
yeah,
still need to drop on DSPs for now because
yeah.
you're still trying to get discovered. I mean, he probably, I don't want to be mean, probably the ooh ah song got to his head and he felt like this is it. I think I'm blown enough. Everybody was singing ooh ah then, by the way. So
There's one of our mutuals where I was talking with him the other day
yeah.
about Manuel's, and he was just like, guys always making like it's dragging, it's dragging his music.
Eh,
But I like his song with Wale. I like Wale has done it with everybody. Was
Wale,
Wale just
Wale,
here? My Nigerian brother. Oh yeah. Oh.
I'm sure Wale is probably one of those people that will be like, but probably when artists like reach out to him, they think, oh, I'm going to pay like an heavy amount to get like Wale on this feature. But Wale
Yeah,
will probably be like, you're Nigerian,
a
I'm
free
Nigerian.
verse.
No, no, he shone all these money talks. Let me jump on this for you. I I don't know for a fact though, but he just seems
But
like
he's
that kind
giving
of
that kind of
guy.
vibe. Is no, I agree. He's giving that kind of vibe, and that makes sense.
It's
But
just like,
Manuel's Wale, Manuel's Thames. So before all this Ua, Holy Father, all
yeah,
these ones are
mm-hmm,
commercial music. Like that is
mm-hmm,
EP. That EP that has Thames and Wale.
yeah,
Fire.
fire.
Serious music there.
But let me just say something. You know, Manny Rose has like this bald-headed kind of style, but kind of in a way, every time I think of Manny Rose, I always confuse him with like Obonjai. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. I don't know why. I don't know why.
That guy, I've heard people say Obong J. I've heard people say
Mm-hmm,
Obong Jaya. So
mm-hmm,
even me that we are from the same place, right?
yeah.
I'm not sure. I just know the Obong. Because Obong is like king in my language, right?
Oh,
So I'm guessing I'm not sure. I've not looked it up. His actual name
mm-hmm,
might be Jay or something, or Jaya. So he's like King Jaya, that kind of thing.
okay.
Yeah,
So it's
I'm
probably
not sure.
pronounced Obongjaya.
Yeah, Obong Jaya, yeah. But
By the
that's
way,
another solid guy.
his last album was different from what he had done in the past. His last album
Yeah.
was more electronic, experimental, and I loved it. I loved listening to that particular album. I
Mm,
just Obonjai is someone who doesn't like make like just one type of sound. He's always
hmm.
exploring new sounds. You can even tell from the way he like carries himself. He's like his style and everything. You can always tell like he's alternative and he's willing to like try and go into new spaces.
Yeah.
When he made that album with SARS, or is it an EP now? I was like, oh, is
That's my
this
own sweetness. Sweetness. Mm.
he had that,
Oh,
and then just right after that, he dropped an album that was a completely different sound. So I really love when artists do that. Obunjaya is one. And by the way, we were saying about how artists eventually come home and they spend a lot of time at home.
yeah.
Obonjaya spent the better part of like 2025, 2024 being in Nigeria. I'm guessing he's trying to like embrace the culture now again and learn from it, gain some new like perspective into things, and it should reflect in his music again. The same thing with this Igwe Aka guy. You remember? I think it was
The
one of
Kapow,
our
Kapow
song
guy.
of the week. Yes,
Yeah.
I went back to listen to like his previous procs, his previous project, and he had this old American flow where he was rapping, like the how do I explain his sound now? It's rap, but it's like low key. It's not the hardcore rap. It was
So like
vibey kind of
maybe
vibe.
once again like Kida Cruz.
No, not even
No,
not
no.
even that. It's
Okay.
not like it was like extension, XXX.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Again, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but XXX, the triple extension
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. I know.
It
Yeah.
was more like that. He had like those sounds, but when he came home, he linked up with Tochi Bedford, and they made Kapow, which is different sonically from everything else he has done.
Hmm.
And guess what?
That's
That
the song
was
that
the
blew up.
single. Yes.
Or that Canada. Ju-
Juvenile has been making music in the UK for a couple of years and whatnot. Then he came home. He had this glitching video thing he was
Hmm.
doing.
These guys,
Cannabis,
their
Canada,
creativity
Canada.
sometimes.
Sometimes you just need to come home. Sometimes you just need to come home. Everything you're looking for is at home.
Oh yeah. Walai, guy. Yeah, everything.
And the only thing we have that is like making people not want to come home immediately is the fact that the economy itself is a bit limiting for artists. It's
Oh yeah, true.
that's the I'm sure like a couple of guys want to come home and do shows, but when you rent the venue for a certain amount and you can't like charge the fans and the guests a certain amount, then it doesn't add up. There's no like break even. So how do you
Yeah.
do that? How do you do that?
No,
So
it's sad because I saw the other day, um, I mean it's not Nigerian anyways, but Travis Scott went to SA and
mhm,
like the place was packed. And then
yeah.
someone was like, Travis Scott won't be able to come to Nigeria. I said, guy, he can't now, bro. They would have done the logistics first. Who will come out and listen to Travis Scott? Like, so just back to the whole break even stuff. Like, you can come and do all those things, and at the end of the day, the amount you spend, you've not even been able to
Mhm,
get it back. Yeah.
mhm,
So I can understand when some guys don't come back, but it's always good to come back. It makes you connect, makes you have like good rapport with your fellow artists,
yeah,
good relationship. Like you see Ojil and Wizkid now, since they did that song, Ojil has been going. Not like he wasn't going already, but
yeah.
Wizkid has the he has Africa on lock, that kind of thing. So Ojil will keep flying.
Let me tell you something. You might find like I can't believe this. You know,
Mm,
the you would expect like the UK guys to have like a bigger audience, and the economy there can actually cater for an artist. But Thames gave Dave his first Billboard entry. not
Is
not
a
even
lie.
Central C. I'm being honest with you.
Wait, not Sprinter.
Not Sprinter was on Bubbling 100, but Thames
No
gave
way.
Dave his actual first entry into the
Thames.
Billboard.
Thames na Mama US.
So that's the whole thing I'm
Shit.
I'm thinking about this diasporan art and whatnot. In fact, you can like
I don't
grow up
believe
in the
oh shit.
US, grow up in the UK, even, but those people kind of like still deep down in their art, they still know that, oh, like you're Nigerian, so they don't want to give you like their all. I don't know. They It's not like the acceptance you get at home itself. It's different kind of acceptance. The acceptance you get from your own people, it's
Yeah,
just more. It's just
yeah,
more.
true, true.
Look
Oh,
at the way
because
people
we've
are,
been topping Billboard since so.
bro.
Which kid has topped Billboard now? Burna has been on
Bona has,
Billboard.
I
Rema.
think, 8 entries. 8 entries. Guess who doesn't
Dave,
have an entry into the
2025.
Billboard? Guess who does? Stormzy doesn't have one.
Big Mike.
Big Mike doesn't have an entry
Nah.
on the Billboard.
And he's Ghanaian. Oh. Come home, guys.
So sometimes coming home might just be the best bet. Do you get?
Come home. We'll change your life.
I wish we didn't
Ah.
have to leave at all. Do you get? Like
Hmm.
you don't see a case where like someone is saying I'm going back home to the UK. They've always been in the UK. they don't they don't have to leave to
IJGB.
they don't need to leave to any place. They've always been known. You can start out in the UK and get big in the UK and become one of the most known artists in the world. But I am not at home. You're not at home. A lot of talented people are not at home now. And they will struggle trying to like get a place, find their place in whatever country they are now.
Yeah. Hmm.
But assuming we were all at home and the economy is able to cater for us, we'll be doing amazing things.
Yeah.
We'll be doing amazing things.
I mean, on
It's
the real, to
just,
be honest, you always be second best, like when you're not in the place that's not home.
you couldn't have said it any better. You will always be second best when you're not home, which is
Shit.
unfortunate.
Oh man,
I mean,
that's
I'm
tough, man.
listening to, I found a girl on Instagram, Lodu. Let me pronounce the name like a proper Yoruba word. Which one is Lodu? Lodu.
Lord do.
Lodu. She makes like this R&B kind of music. She calls it Afro Soul. She
Hmm.
has like this. She doesn't have like a lot of songs or projects out yet.
Yeah, I
When I
think she
checked
just started
on
out.
when I checked on Spotify, she had like 4 songs out or whatnot, and I listened to the 4. The latest one as at 10 was like Olorimi or something, Olorimi, and it's beautiful. I mean, maybe I'm just like because she's probably Yoruba or something. I don't want to be biased, or because she's Nigerian,
Hmm.
probably high power. But I'm saying she's on like level with like Olivia Dean and stuff. But she's going to struggle, except she's like fully accepted back in Nigeria first. You
Yeah,
can't just go and try to compete toe to toe with someone like Olivia Dean in the UK, in the British space.
that's my girl, by the way, Olivia Dean.
Nah, you'll always
But
root
don't
for
worry, you
people
won't
of
hear me
color.
say, "Come be the man I need."
You go choose the lyrics more now.
Ah, for you.
Oh, there was a time we were singing, like listening to Pink Print, and we were singing the whole song on that. But you go sing out for private.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
boys no hear you, they sing.
you switch it up. You don't want to sound like a Barbie.
When they no hear you, they sing Olivia. Oh, but guys, I can't wait to like go home and do amazing things at home. You get like it should be amazing just to be home, be a creative at home, and not have to like go outside of the country. That would just be an amazing stuff. Or we
Mm-hmm.
have like a festival of just diaspora and art. What do you think?
Oh, that would be a good one. Oh.
You have a
Ah,
lineup.
imagine you have Skepta, Wale, Audio, NSG,
Yeah,
you know, probably Stormzy, Dave.
of course, of course. There's no way you have Skepta and you have like Stormzy, J Horse. Oh, bro, J Horse. J
Ooh.
J Horse is like what's it called? Is it Ghanaian?
Gambia, Gambia, Gambia.
Gambia. Juju
Yeah.
J. He called it Juju. Choko. I love J.O.S. Guru. When he had that song that we used to sing back in school, what's it called? The one with
Did
like
you see? Did you see?
did you see his mainstream? I'm talking about deep cuts on that album. Like
Spirit. Even when we never had a penny,
that's the song. That's the
yeah,
song
we
me and you
always
we
had
were we were,
spirit.
we were bro, I'm telling you, when I got my first job, right? When I earned my first salary. That was the song I was
Mm.
playing in my head. Like, even when we never had a penny, we always had the
We always have
spirit.
spirit. I've
Bro,
put more people to J-Hus than any other artist. Like, because
that's the guy.
when I heard the guy, I said, no, if you know me, you must know J-Hus.
It's
No, J-Hus is proper guy.
there's this guy that sang what's the name of this what's the name of this I'm trying to remember. He sounds just like Jay or a beat, and I can't
Champion
remember
song.
now.
Who's
No,
the song? Champs.
it sounds just like Jay. Okay, so I'm still trying to like get his name. You don't remember? Send them. I think one of our mutualists. It's a place in London.
Send them to Coventry, Pasaliu.
Send them to Coventry, Pascal. I
Ah,
think
is that what you were
he,
struggling? Ah, come on.
I was, he sounds kind of like J or a beat,
Oh
or is it
yeah,
just me?
yeah,
And
yeah. Ah, why did I? Ah, is it
is it from?
Pasaliu?
Is it Gambian also?
Yeah. They are both from Gambia. Yeah.
Uh, wait, it, a lot of these UK guys actually have like African
African roots.
descent. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
African roots. I mean,
I think all of them, to be honest.
come on.
There's this DC3 guy. He's from Zimbabwe, but I think he's more like gospel rapper kind of. He's like 16, 17. He's a
Mm.
youth, as they call it. But yeah, there are a lot of diaspora guys, like a lot of amazing African acts.
The other day, I was listening to one guy also currently based in Canada. He's one of the underground guys, Tommy Phil. I think he has gone home. He has
Mm.
gone back to Canada. He's shuffling now. Tommy Phil. But the spelling is a bit different. I listen to his stuff. He raps and he sings at the same time. He's still like trying
Rapper
to.
with a
But
sing song.
that's what I'm saying. Imagine Tommy Fuel is able to like base in Nigeria. He's going to develop his act really fast.
Yeah.
He's going to get better. He's going to work with like a couple of guys that they can get big together.
Hmm.
Look at these guys like they are popping up now. The J then Zeus JDO, the Scottioloring guys, Egerton.
Yeah.
They are sharpening each other's skills, but if you're locked away somewhere like Canada, it's going to be a bit difficult to like catch up
Hmm.
with these ones that are home based at the moment.
Yeah, true.
Except if you want to do something different, like the UK guys are doing, just make like drill or the kind of sound they are making in the country you're staying in. But I don't think Canada has like any specific sound per se, except then
Not that I can think of. But since it's North America, it'll probably be like R&B that might
yeah,
want to flow there. You get.
yeah. Well, let's go home, guys.
Let's go home.
Let's go. We've come to everyone's favorite part of this episode.
Guys, so just like we've mentioned in the past, you can always send us a song that you think should feature on the Song of the Week. You can send as many songs as possible, either on our page on Instagram or shoot me or Dele a direct message.
Yeah, you read it. And now the man himself is going to tell us the song of the week. What do you have for
The
us
man
today?
himself. So the contender for this week's Song of the Week is Barry J's Fuji Explosion.
Mm.
But we had to go with Lodu's Olowo Orimi.
Lodu, I'm glad Lodu got the song of the week. Love
She
that
had to
song.
know.
Love it.
It was a tie. So guys, thanks for listening. I hope you find Fuji to explode you as Olowo Orimi. For a layman that doesn't understand Yoruba as much, Olowo Orimi is someone that paid money on top your head. So look for Fuji Explosion. and find someone to pay money on top your head. See you in 2 weeks, guys.
See you guys. We love you.
No matter where you go, remember the road that will lead you home.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to your favorite music podcast. Hear me out.